welcome everyone. It's time for more colonyship, where last time we finished off in hydroponics green as much as we could. There is still one thing I can do in there. There's a fight against a bunch of frogs. I don't feel confident, even with the bonus that I have, I don't feel confident taking on that fight because it's 7 of them. And we're 4. So we're more than them, but there are 7 and they do a lot of damage. I mean, I don't know exactly how much damage they do, considering the fact that the 3 that we encountered before, they were, you know, bred, so to speak. They were trained, etc. These are frogs from the wild, but they are still potentially tricky. So if I go back there and deal with that, I am going to want to bring some grenades. I want to be able to do some AoE damage. So we're gonna leave that be for now. I'm not in a hurry to do it just now. There is some stuff in there that I would like to check out, some bodies. We also obviously have the creeper, I think it was, a little starfish thing. And same thing there, I might want grenades. Simply because of the fact that it has a sort of gas cloud around it, which makes it basically impossible to hit it. Now, one thing that I didn't try, that is true, I didn't try it. I did not try melee damage. It might be that melee damage is the way to go against it. Could potentially be a good idea, but that is for later. We're gonna be back there. So now we are in mission control, the place where all the scavengers go to find things. And we've been doing a bit of poking around, looking at doors, finding secrets, etc, etc. I have learned now that you can do a perception check in the sort of environment to find things. I did not know about that, know about that now. So sort of similar to Baldur's Gate 3 in a way. And we have made it, you know, around, up and down, and left and right, etc, etc. We are on, I don't know which level it is. Do we have like a level number somewhere? Not really. So I don't exactly know which level we are. I think it's like, if we count from the top, it's like 3 or maybe 2 still. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on going. And one thing to note, I saw the door here, but I also see the skull there. Right. One thing is that we had, not on this floor, I think. Is that gonna be a trap of some kind? No, probably not. Anyway, not on this floor, I think the floor above, there was a potential fight against scavs. I avoided it because, you know, I didn't want to fight. I think I have to get into fights a bit more, simply because of the fact that if we don't, we're just gonna keep falling behind. So fighting, I shouldn't avoid fighting all the time, because there will obviously be situations where we have to fight. And if we are falling behind there, it's not going to be good. So I think that I might go back to that fight and just, you know, try it out. We shall see. But we are most likely moving towards this guy, Hargrave. He's one of the characters that we have learned about down here. Exactly what's going to happen, I don't know. I also just saw this one. That's horrible. Okay, we're gonna get to that. We made it around a bit here. We snuck into here, again, avoiding a fight. Might go back and have that fight, but again, we shall see. So we can do a bit of thing here. We have either go through here. I'll say either. No, that's the only way to go through here. All right, then. Why don't we start with that? We have a corpse that isn't actually moving. I'll say moving. A corpse wouldn't move. What I meant to say is a corpse that doesn't actually have anything. Okay, ooh, see, perception success. Small package taped on the side of the table. Ooh, lovely. Bit of stims. Ooh, that's a new thing. Zen. LSD derivative will put your mind in a state of impervious sanctity, which will make all attempts to alter or control your currently unreachable mind and exercise in futility. Side effects include paranoia, anxiety, and disorientation. Lovely. So neural resistance. Ooh, neural stuff. That's gonna be a thing. Interesting, but sure, we'll dump that in here. New stim, that is just aggro, which I haven't used yet. I should probably use it at some point, but it's melee damage for the most part, which is a thing that I'm not doing a whole lot of. Okay, oh. Did all the lights just flash because I did that, or did I just time it? I think I just timed it. Okay. So what are we doing in here? Perception check somewhere, maybe? So it is a point to just go around checking things, but yeah, I don't see that we're lacking anything here. All right, let us move on. Right, you can't go there because we have a transition. That's true. That's why you did not understand how to get there. Gotcha. Right, we can go to the skull and bones thing. We should also potentially be a little bit chill with just running, because there might be traps. I'm still not 100% sure if there are traps here. But alright then, this whole endeavor sort of just leads to this, I suppose. So alright then, we're gonna open it up. And this must be the place where Wilson and his crew were attacked. Blood's everywhere, but all the bodies are gone. Definitely not the work of other scavs. If a giant serpent did attack them, it's long gone. Probably through the rubble-filled hole in one of the walls. Oh. Yeah, we know about old Bob, or Bub, short for Beelzebub. Ugh. I'm not 100% sure that I want to do that. Not gonna lie. So you said a hole in the wall. Where's the hole in the wall? I don't know. But alright then. There seems to be a whole lot we can do here. Yeah, can we get to here? Yes, we can get to here. But to get here, we would have to run out, I suppose. Yeah, they're struggling a bit. But you said a hole in the wall. I don't even see a hole in the wall. Do I? Where's the hole in the wall? It feels like the wall is completely sealed off. But okay, so good call on the skull and bones. But whatever was here is not here anymore. Alright then, right, I thought that everything is led here, but no, I just completely missed. Sometimes the color pattern or color scheme makes it a bit difficult to see openings. Right then, climb over barricade to get into this area, obviously to chat with Hargrave. Any chance to not to do that? I don't think so. So alright then, we are gonna have a chat with Hargrave. Now exactly what was it that we learned about Hargrave? I think that we only learned that he was a scav down here and not much else. Okay, well, we shall see about this. Right. A group of scavs is heatedly debating their inability to disable the force field. Oh, we can probably help with that. The raised voices and finger pointing seems to be simmering just short of a fist fight. Noticing your approach, the leader of this rough crew shoves his man aside and steps forward to greet you. How'd you like to earn 3 grand? Ooh, I would love to earn 3 grand. And he asks without preamble and raises 3 grubby fingers in case numbers aren't your thing. Okay. Well, who the hell are you? So name is Hargrave. I lost a man recently, but could be our loss. Is your gain, eh? Okay. So what's the job? You ever fought those mind-sniffing worms before? Oh, we've heard about those. No, it's easier than you think. Smash apart their hard shells, and inside they're like pudding, gooey and defenseless. That's it. That's all it takes. Oh, yeah, you say that. That's exactly what he said to Joey. One of his mates chips in. Now the boy's an effing vegetable. Yeah, Joe wasn't ever a big effing thinker, was he? Hargrave snarls. In fact, I can hardly tell the difference. Okay. Is that the guy upstairs? I think that might be the guy upstairs. So he throws up his arm. Hargrave explains with an indifferent shrug. He stood there with a dumb look on his face while the worms helped themselves to a grey matter. Or his grey matter. I doubt it was what you'd call a feast. Listen, don't dally, just charge straight at him and you'll be fine, probably. Oh, better than fine, because your credit stick will be nice and fat when you come out the other side. What do you say? Well, a sure thing then. That's the spirit. Up and at him, I say. So that would presumably be in here. Are those the mind-eating worms then? Potentially. I mean, I said I was gonna fight and stuff, but also... okay, we can go through here. I saw that now. Yeah, we have a couple of things we can check first before we go through there. Don't be in a rush. Also, are anyone of you others? You're just scavs. Right then, we can lockpick this thing. I did find a lockpicked, a lockpicked door. No, it wasn't lockpicked. It was locked. Lockpick 6, I think. I'm only at 4. But there we go. Got that open again. There we go. Notice a grime-covered grate behind the pipes. Oh, we can... I did not see that. That was it was crawled through. Okay, well... Oh, might I have been able to avoid those now, because it sure sounds like it. We have a old firefighter helmet. Okay, resistance to toxic, resistance to optical. Quite a lot of armor handling, but thermal vision. Okay, that's cool. We'll grab that too. Lovely. And we have a body. We can go through its pockets. Ooh, bunch of stuff. Worker jacket. Old welding helmet, which is, I mean, it's something I can sell, sell if nothing else. Why don't we dump armor stuff down here? This was this hammer? I would assume it's blunt. Electronics to fix this. Good job. And then we can open that. What's up with the hole? You can jump into the darkness below. The question is, should you? No, not right now. That is not what we're doing at this point in time. We are going through here, however. And this is where we're supposed to be, I believe. Some more electronics. Exploration has increased as well. Cool. We have a mummified body. Bionic eye appears to be in good condition, but safely extracting it from the dried up tissue won't be easy. Biotech of 3, got that. You successfully removed the bionic eye from the corpse. And then, the important thing, the console. Security terminal requires you to log in before even contemplating doing anything else for you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ooh, oh, okay, no. Just parts. Missed that one, though. Okay, experience. Sure, but logging in, you say? Do I have to... Do I even want to do this? That's so horrible. Okay, so those are the mind worms, but like, now that I made it through here, it doesn't feel like I need to go through that, and I desperately do not want to go through there either. Could you people... Could you try to follow? Right, so that's good. Now, am I gonna need help with this? I'm gonna need help with finding the login. Because sometimes I've been able to just, you know, do it. But on this occasion it felt like I wasn't able to do it. Okay. We can go through here, but it doesn't feel like that leads to anything, because we can't do anything with this, presumably. Not even a dialogue screen. Lovely. So, okay. Hargrave, any chance I can get more information from you? So I can get past the worms. That I have done. So add a girl. Behind the worms is a server room. Get in there and enter this password, thank you. We'll act as the rear guard. Make sure nobody beats us to the prize. Think you can do that? You know your letters, don't you, girl? Okay, what happens after that? Can I trust this guy? I mean, I don't know. So the magic password opens the door to the generator. Shut that down and the force will disappear. After that you get paid in full, my friend. I say fine, I'm not gonna just attack you, I think. Like I just said that I need to get into more fights, but maybe not name the characters necessarily. We can do regular scavs, that's fine. I do not trust him. That's that I think is quite obvious. We do not trust him as such. But, you know what? If nothing else, I get a bunch of experience and stuff, so that's cool. So enter the password. Back in the day, one could monitor employees' communications, initiate a lockdown, and enable or disable the force field in the conference room. Most of this functionality is long gone, and the access to the force field emitters is permanently disabled. All you can do is open the door to the backup generator, okay? Let's do that. Cool. So we've done that. We do not jump down the hole. There's a bunch of... this is the second or third, I think, hole that I've found. I desperately do not want to jump down holes. Okay, so we've done that. Now we go through here because now that door is done. Well, actually, before we do that, Hargrave, we did the thing. Do you want me to do more stuff? Okay, I have opened the door to the generator room. Never doubted you. Now we shut down the generator room. Business. Okay, so we do have to do everything for you. Kind of feels like the mind worms was the big thing. Wouldn't you be able to do this part yourself? Apparently not. Okay. Yet another area we don't know about. Do we get into a fight? Okay, exploration. Good. Let's have a move on around. Maybe we can find some stuff. Nothing like I can see. Yeah, because we have a climb down here as well. We went through here from a different path. Well, alright then, use the console. Once this backup generator could keep this entire center up and running, now all its power is rerouted to the force field, ensuring that it can withstand any attack. The failsafe systems watching the generator like a hawk, not only for changing voltage or circuit interruption, but also for any unauthorized attempt to force a shutdown. So, autosave created. Alright then. Why did you autosave here? I mean, thank you, but why? Okay, let's examine. The generator has been designed to keep the admin center and the future colony operational no matter what. Sabotage ranked high on that no matter what list, so nothing as simple as pressing a button or taking an axe to the control panel would do the trick. To shut it down, you need to disable the failsafe system first, or reprogram it if you have the skill. Which I happen to have. I could potentially benefit myself here. And you know what, the whole playing as a politician thing, this area isn't really part of that with regards to community. Like, I don't really care about the scav community that much, I care about the pit. So let's try and reprogram it. Success. Manipulating the failsafe system is easy if you know what you're doing. While it refuses to accept any commands, it freezes for a moment each time you press a digital button, then pretends it never happened. It does respond to any changes in the generator's operational conditions, instantly making the necessary corrections. You need you feed fake numbers to the system, creating a virtual emergency, unstable voltage and frequency, and forcing an immediate shutdown. Okay, maybe that didn't necessarily do much to me, or for me, I suppose. Alright then, fine, we did the thing. Hargrave must be happy. You're already moved in. So the force field is gone. The scavs are busy looting the chamber untouched for more than a century. Hargrave is holding a rapid-fire energy gun, admiring the craftsmanship. Okay. I could sneak away from him, but I don't want to. We're gonna have a chat with him, and if he decides to attack, well, then we know what we're doing. So, alright. There you are, says Hargrave, as if he's been looking for you everywhere. Alright, I've done what you did, or what you asked me to. You did, Hargrave reluctantly admits. I hope you understand how it pains me to do this, but a successful businessman has to run lean. But it turns out you're a bit of fat we can no longer afford. It turns the gun on you. So again, you're a named character. I feel like named characters we might want to keep alive as much as possible. You know? So I can, with a bit of persuasion, say, why not part amicably then? It's not that I mind killing you, God knows you're practically begging for it, but I have a feeling you might be of use to me in the future. Yeah, see? See? So you're courting me, girl, grins Hargrave. Now I don't have the money I so hastily promised you, but this hand cannon more than makes up for it, so I'd say we're even. Oh, lovely. Until we meet again. Can hardly wait. Let's sit back, boys. He tells his crew the first round of drinks are on me. Now, did you actually leave the loot in here? Because it feels like you did, you idiot. Alright then, well, at least this guy. And we have a data pad here too. Oh, bloody hell. Bunch of armor. We'll get back to them. We'll pick them up for now. That might be relevant for Evans. We also have a data pad. You're holding a small data pad. All files have been wiped clean except for one. The last testament of Lieutenant James Langmore. Ooh, might this be for the historian we met? We met a historian who wants to, you know, learn about this place in order to make sure that the future people avoid trouble, so to speak. Let's read it. what the hell can you say at a time like this? This is the last testament of Lieutenant James Langmore. My earthly, haha, possessions amount to a handful of plasma cells and 1 trauma kit. Whoever reads this can have them. The odds of anything getting past our force field are close to nil, but writing distracts me from what's on the other side. We'll let the first wave cluster up nice and snug around the force field before we blow the charges. Don't think those streaks on the floor will wash off. If the rebels think we'll let them stroll onto the bridge and grab the wheel, we're in for a biggest effing surprise of their short lives. So, a last testament. How did it all come to pass, I suppose? I wish I could tell you that we didn't see it coming, but I'd be lying. Everyone who worked the decks saw the writing on the wall, but our wise elders said it was well under control. Maybe they simply couldn't comprehend the threat. After all, it's hard to have unwavering faith in the mission while acknowledging that it can fail. If they had taken the report seriously, if we'd struck with everything we had, we could have raised the whole nest in one go, Bradford, Williams, and the effing traitor Harlan. But the answer was always the same: such reckless actions could lead to an open revolt. Worked out so well, didn't it? First they tightened up the screws, causing the riots, and then they refused to act out of fear of escalating the situation. They talked of negotiating, when the rebels talked of nothing but taking power by force. Now they're hiding deep down below record rats, blaming everyone but themselves and pleading for the security forces to do something. Too little, too late. So can you believe this, says Evans? This Langmore fella really thought he was on the right side of things. I mean, feels like he at least saw it a bit more pragmatically, I suppose. But yes, so I can say I'll either brainwashed fanatics, all of them, or he stood for law and order, and his sacrifice was in vain. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, hard to tell. Now, yes, his sacrifice was a bit in vain, I would say. So he stood for tyranny and oppressions, Count Evans, he said to himself. The elders were corrupt, yet all he wanted was to strike at the mutineers, as if that would fix all problems. Well, to a degree. There is an elevator that I can use, which is curious. I don't want to face off with the mind worms, but I suppose going further down at this point is not a problem. So where do we get when we use this? Because we are going down. And I'm hearing stuff. I don't know if that's just environmental things. But we are not where we have been, are we? I don't think so. Okay, we can get a bit of lockpick experience here. No, I'm only at 4, aren't I? And I literally think that if you don't have it, you cannot do it. Like, how many times can I click this button? I don't know. Probably forever. Okay, a robot here. So, heavily... Why is my only option to activate it? Why can't I just leave it? Okay, it's a heavily damaged anti-ride robot. Judging by what's left of its armor, it took quite a beating. And yes, apparently I can activate it and nothing else, sure. Place your weapons on the ground and move your hands to the back of your head. Though the robot is stripped of armaments, okay, fine, then we're a little bit safe. Its voice conveys the perfect mixture of authority and threat. Failure to comply will be considered an admission of treason, which carries the penalties of death. Absent in appeal, penalties are administered immediately. Okay. Right, no weapons. Your complaint has been forwarded to the Ship Authority Interim Auxiliary Sub-Office of Citizens' Rights. Please allow 24 hours to verify the complaint and contact you with a response. Be advised that the penalty for filing a false complaint against an autonomous corrective unit is 1 year penal labor. So what about this treason thing? Be advised that ignorance of the law, rowdiness, and loitering are all breaches of your duties as a citizen. You have the option to make a voluntary confession in exchange for leniency. This offer is limited in duration, 30 seconds, 29, 28, and we just shut it down. Unauthorized deactivation of autonomous corrective unit is punishable. Okay, rebooted in safe mode. Awaiting orders. Lovely. Identify. Autonomous Corrective Unit Romeo Whiskey Sierra Model XV Primary Protocol Riot Suppression. Well, let's give you a status report. Power 0.9%. Ooh, not good. Structural integrity 17%. Main armament LS-42A plasma cannon inoperative. Secondary armament Carousel 2 grenade launcher inoperative. And armor, steel cage M2 damaged. Combat response integrated module. Target acquisition marksman 3000. Alright. So all you can do now is annoy the passerby. Where do we get to armaments? Judging by your state, this steel cage armor doesn't seem to be very effective. Alright, tell me about the target acquisition thing. So Marksman 3000 is a cost-effective targeting module designed for home security products. This model features completely redesigned thermal sensors to address consumer concerns about the alleged sensor malfunction in Marksman 2500LX, which resulted in 126 allegedly wrongful civilian deaths. What do you mean? Allegedly. Okay, yeah. Is there anything that's better than 60% accuracy? 50 to 60% accuracy is an ideal performance range for riot suppression units designed to disperse on armored protesters with an acceptable level of casualties. Lovely. According to market research, casualties below 40% are not high enough to dissuade lawbreakers, whereas casualties above 70% deplete the local workforce to economically unfeasible levels. Oh, I like it. I like the money-crunching numbers on how many people to kill in a riot. Lovely. So, okay. So Marksman 3000 is all we got, huh? All riot suppression units are outfitted with Marksman 3000 target acquisition modules. Urban warfare units are outfitted with BAE systems, Terminator M5XI modules, which consistently demonstrates accuracy rates between 70 and 75%. Hunter-killer units, I don't like the sound of that. They're outfitted with SS2A modules. All information on surgical strike modules are classified. Okay, what about these urban warfare units then? Well, like this, we're just getting a rundown of all the potential problems we're going to be facing soon. So in the unlikely event that riot suppression units fail to successfully resolve an incident within 30 minutes, the incident is reclassified from riot to rebellion, and urban warfare units are deployed. These units have access to a broader range of law enforcement protocols, including enemy combatants and scorched earth, which is sort of what they did. So maybe the robots did that then. The latter of which has been a trending resolution protocol with field commanders for over 10 years. After the rebellion incident has been resolved, hunter-killer units are deployed to find and neutralize rebellion participants tagged as instigators. These may include foreign as well as domestic targets. On this ship, aren't everyone domestic? Like, who would be foreign? Alright then, well, about this steel cage armor then, it doesn't seem to be very effective. The steel cage product line protects the frame and key components without reducing maximum speed and mobility, not recommended for military deployment. Sure, and alright, so you're just now annoying people, huh? Your complaint has been forwarded, bloody bloody blah. Okay, so new armaments, is there any way we could get some for you? An autonomous unit that sustained damage must report to the nearest maintenance depot for assessment and repair. Searching for a maintenance depot, not found. Now, can I repair you? So it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. The gyroscope is torn to shreds, the head is damaged beyond repair. Fortunately, it houses only the sensors, not the CPU, and the holes in the shells need to be patched up. And then there's a small matter of powering it up and arming it with plasma cannons or machine guns, perhaps, not to mention the ammo. Right, so we need a head, a gyroscope, and armor plates. And apparently I have a gyroscope. Let's walk away for now. So what are you planning to do with it? Says Jed. I don't know yet. It's not much use without the weapon systems. And faith goes, most of these robots were destroyed during the mutiny. And she's examining the plasma scorched torso. Not enough parts to repair the few that can still be salvaged. Okay, so a proper workshop. And Evan says all we need is a couple of machine guns. Lovely. So, we could repair... Do I have a gyroscope? Are you saying I do have a gyro... Oh, right. Right. Gyroscope. I picked that up thinking this must be for something. And yes, it is actually for this thing. We'll keep it for now. Not sure if we need to do this immediately. So, armor plate... What was it? Armor plates and... head, armor plates and head, right. So reboot in safe mode, identify head gyroscope. So a head and armor plates is what we need now. I'm gonna wait, as I said, with everything until we have all the pieces. Oop, sorry. Ooh, bit of a cough coming. Again, had it last time too. There we go. Right, so what did I say? Exospine appears to be in good condition but safely extracting it. Can I do that? Biotech of 5. No, I cannot. I only have 4. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I did get biotech up to 4 fairly recently. Electronics of 5, though, I also don't have. Bloody hell, I'm supposed to be good at this. And here's a place we can actually climb up. Interesting. So we have a couple of places where we can go, just not right now. This is eerily quiet here. Okay, implant is 2 damage. I can't get this one though. Neural shield, lovely. And we also have a bionic eye. Cool. Didn't I just get a neural... sorry. A neural shield. Oh, it's one of these tiny things. Yes. You guys can be down here too, then. So those are just tiny things. So you now have a couple of things that we could give to our lovely friends. That's good. We have a computer. Open doors. Sure. Okay, we have another force field here. Computers of 6. Bloody hell. Where am I on computers? 5. So we are going to have to backtrack a little bit, I think. Sorry about that. Do not get away. So, security quarters, you say. Let's drop a save, because we've come away. So let's oh. Many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. Big old red door there. You know what? I don't feel, because I see a lot of blood on the floor as well here. I'm feeling confident that, yeah, stuff is gonna happen if I go in here. I will say, what I think is happening here is that we need you before we go here. That feels quite reasonable as an assumption. Right, let's keep going. Can examine this door. Control remotely. Sure. Oh, okay. Why is there like a killing floor here? That doesn't seem good. Oh, we also have some mine worms over here that I can't see, but you know what? It seems safe. We're safe. It's fine. Everything is a-okay. Computers of 6. Can't do that. Too complicated for me. I can examine this door. Jammed. Okay. We have a terminal that's on here, which is a little bit interesting. Okay, more experience. We have some dead bodies here. Biotech of 5. Can't do that. Biotech of 4. We get motor cortex. Lovely. So that is going to be a big old thing. So that is dexterity +1. I could see myself, by the way, getting... I don't know what that would be. Spinal, maybe? Basically whatever gives you +1 strength. I could see myself getting a point of strength. Because, like, deficient, maybe not so good. I have plus perception plus intelligence, which I'm already good at, by the way. I'm really damn good at intelligence, which is fine. But I could see myself getting these up a bit, so we'll give that a bit of a think. So we have some things that we can still do, and I still haven't actually leveled anything up, I think, sadly. I'm getting close to computer 6, though. But alright then. Feels like we are... I'm just gonna check again. We can get perception checks. Doesn't feel like it here, though. Now, how is it that we get down... Ah, right, here. Here, obviously. But we have this first, and there is a thing here. Ooh, a skill training machine, you say? Well, that's interesting for me. Select a token. Apparently, I do not have a token. Okay, so is that similar to the thing that we had in the pit, where you also needed tokens? Is this like a free one? Like if you go to the one in the pit, we have to pay for it, but if you go to this one, it's just free. So we can find the skill tokens, not attribute tokens, sadly. Okay. This is probably just for passing by to down here and another elevator. Alright then. Well, this all seems eminently fine. Cool. Let's use the elevator. I like that everything is powered. That's kind of nifty. Right, and now I'm here. Wait, how did I... Hold on. How was it that I got to... Right, I used that one. But I could also just as easily have used this one. Alright then. Well, that's fine. So now we're here again. You know what? You know what? I think it's time. I think it's time we took a literal dive. We're gonna go through this hole here. However, absolutely not. We're gonna drop a save. Because if anything weird happens... Let's see what... Oh, yeah. Okay. This is all fine. This is all fine. Absolutely A-okay. No mind worms here. So what's this terminal? Strange fungus has claimed this terminal a long time ago. If it keeps spreading, we might have a bigger problem than I have. That's warring factions. I can fix that. How did I fix fungus with electronics? I don't know. Reluctantly, the machine comes to life, automatically approving a penny requisition for training. Ah, here we go. Lovely. So, desired designation. Maintenance Surgeon Officer Combat. I think I wouldn't mind maybe biotech going up a bit. Or do I... Well, actually, do I care about that? I think I might care about this more. Yes, we're gonna go for that. So, you begin a basic maintenance training. Absolutely. Lovely. Training token given. Cool. So how does that work? A pre-mutiny token authorizing basic training for a new maintenance worker. Do I get all three then? Because if that's the case, bloody hell, that's good. Alright then, that's a way to get that. Oh, strange growth, you say? Ah, right, we're down here now. Okay, okay, fair enough. Ah, so we could have... I did not even see that there was a door there. Obviously I didn't because it was all black. So apparently I can remove this. Can I? I can. Good. And that very conveniently places us here. So I'll do that for myself. Oh, bloody hell, yeah, that all went up. No level ups, sadly. The machine hums to life as soon as you recline in the seat. Once the token has been authenticated, a cable darts out of an aperture and sings into your uplink port. Colorful 3D abstraction comes up on the screen, presumably representing your neural network. After a few seconds of quiet deliberation, while the AI cycles through and highlights routes and branches of the maze, it settles on building a new neural pathway between your motor cortex and the muscular system. The biological software not only grants you the equivalent of a 6-month training course, but creates a set of new muscle memories. From now on, the trained actions can be performed with little or no conscious effort. You suffer a severe dizzy spell when the process is complete, but no other ill effects. I don't have anything else to do there, okay. That was good though. No. Alright, computer has increased to 6. Ooh, my computer increased to 6. Yes, I can do this one. Right, I thought I had a computer 6 I hadn't done. There we go, lovely. Can't open that though. Can't open this though. Good. We get some more. Alright, we get one more of those. And obviously I can see the reason why this exists. Because of the neural resistance. That is going to be handy for the mind worms. I get that. Tactical vest. That is not the same as you. Let's get that down there. Lovely. We still have some lockpicking to be done though. We burned. That was unlocked somewhere else. Okay. I don't feel confident about this though. Not gonna lie. Do not feel confident about this place. Gonna drop another save because doesn't this look kind of like where the mind worms come? Or are the mind worms always out, like we've already seen, like the other ones over here that we know are there, but we can't actually see them? It could be that indeed they are always there. Okay, we can loot you for a gas grenade, some guns, and a pepper box. Sure. And we shall dump everything down a step. I have a lot of armor and stuff. Some I might be able to use. We're just gonna move and move and move. You go there, and then loot all. And then we had a way to climb up. We have another body. I can get... Ooh, Biotech 7 spinal module. Right. So climb up. Oh, I would love to have an option to, you know, see what's going on in in other levels, to know sort of where the hell am I coming with that, because it would be on the same level as this, just further up. And what was there? I don't even know. I'm gonna go through the hole into a fight, presumably. No, we're actually fine. We're getting close to the mine worms, so still not feeling confident about this. But presumably, no, we're still not able to go through this. Can we make it in here? No. Alright, so go through here. Ah, right. Something touches your mind, probing it first, then digging deeper, as if peeling your brain like some exotic fruit from old Earth. You tell us if it's not real, that nothing can harm you with a thought, least of all some mindless worms, but a violent seizure dispels this notion. I have a fairly recent save. Let's try an attack. Oh, for the love of... Okay. What's your range, by the way? We seem to be able to do a bunch of damage. You're protected somehow. Alright then. Well, oh, for the love of God. 100. Okay. Yeah, you're saying grenades. We don't really... Well, we have... I could actually... That might be true. I could drop a gas grenade over here. That might not be a bad idea. So the Psyker is the last one, which means that Evans, you're going here. Jed, you're going here. Jed, that's also, for the love of God. Can I please, Chris? I want you to be over here. I want Faith to be over here. I want Evans to be here. I did not check all those lovely armor pieces that I got, so okay. As I said, I have a... Oh, bloody hell, we're panicked immediately. Lovely. Okay. That's not good. And you have range. Of course you have range. And you're being crippled. It's going really well, this. Evans is basically dead already. Because you're gonna kill Evans immediately. You didn't, but okay. Use. Okay. So now you're gonna get some health, but bloody hell. You're basically dead already. Alright. Well, this is all fascinating. What did the Psyker do? Did the Psyker do anything? What was the Psyker? No. The Psyker is last. The Psyker is last. I think we should take the Psyker out. Regular shot 7 AP, which you can't do. You can do nothing. You don't have the AP for anything. That really... How do you have so little AP? Well, that's interesting. Now you can do focus long short. Only 57. Well, I'm gonna try it. Okay, damage resisted. We can do it again though. How do you... Oh, it's that much up. Alright, you literally cannot do anything, but you can throw this then. Alright, so throw that, and we throw that here. So hopefully you now aren't going to be able to see us as well. Why don't you go over here too? Now, Jed. 40-40. I mean, Evans is gonna die, so this is all lovely. Only a grace. Perfect. And why do you... Oh, because you panicked, you idiot. But apparently... Why don't I... Oh, that's movement. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, what can I do here? I can shoot at you. Let's do so. Kabam. And another kabam. See, I got the Psyker immediately. Lovely. And I have 6 AP left. And the current shot is 4 AP. What's the reload for this? 4. That's fine. Let's try that you. Okay. Critical strike. Cool. I'm also gonna run away a bit. So yeah. Jed is what a member of the group was, a death timer. Oh, we are in sort of Baldur's Gate 3 area here. If you manage to finish combat before it runs out, the character will live, with small scars as a reminder of the event. So now we take extended during combat, so you better hurt to kill your enemies. Now how do I see said timer? Is it 3 turns? Or is that... Is it 3 turns? I think it is 3 turns. Oh, that's not much. Faith. Do a bit of regen on you too. And then you can go over to your blade. Just swipe at this guy. Well, that's good. Good job. Yeah, you're not doing anything. Oh, now it's 2 turns. Lovely. Which one? We did 3 whole damage to you. You can shoot at these though, which I think is a good idea. Not enough. Where's your action points? Why do you have 0 action points, Jed? Okay, so you're still panicked. Well, this is fascinating. Okay, we do need to take these guys out because they're basically making sure that we are not... For the love of God. Okay, so... Wow, okay. We're probably gonna reload, and I'm gonna say, I have no idea how to deal... Well, actually, I do know how to deal with them, obviously, but... because I do have the stims. I do have the stims. Okay, now she's going down too. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to do this, but... yeah, because... Okay, you're dead. Now you do have some action points, so that's good, but like... Yeah, try and shoot at you. Good. Now you don't have any more action points. I have just a little bit... Yeah, this is not gonna work. We're gonna reload. Alright then, we are back, and... How do these work then? Because... 3 turns... Because I'm feeling if we're gonna go in, we kind of need to prepare ourselves, right? But still, it's again, it's like... It's 6 enemies against us, and each enemy does basically more than what we can do. I just feel I'm not prepared enough for this. Am I wrong to say that? I think we'll leave this be for now and just head back, and we're gonna try this instead. Yeah, we need to be better at fighting. We need to be better at fighting. That is 100% the case. Let's see where this takes us. We are obviously climbing up into this area, where we can filter through you. You have a lot of stuff. Cool. Some more armor pieces. Lovely. We'll check these in a few moments. And a one shredder. Lovely. Don't know if that's better or worse than what we have. And this was basically just a secluded area, I see. So now we can climb up even further into this thing. We can remove a barricade. We have a robot, which is gonna have something for us, I think. So we have gotten destroy combat robots, stripped of his weapons and most armor. The chassis has more holes than a Swiss cheese, whatever that is, but the head unit is intact. Now we have the head. So now we're just missing the armor. And that is going to be something we can get soon, hopefully. Biotech of 7 again. Bloody hell. Right, but we can get through here now. And now we are in very much like the immediate starting area. So you know what we're going to end the episode with? We're gonna put a save down. We're going to go through here and have a fight. So, Hello, lovely ladies. Scav, must chat with you. Attack! On second thought, you had your chance to kill them but choose not to. Gaining every possible experience from a single event can cause irreparable damage to the space-time continuum. You definitely don't want that. Alright then, so, well, that's interesting. I got experience, indeed. So now we have to go... Can I get all the way down here? Are you allowed to go down here? Yeah, I already got experience from... oh, you were maybe moving. No, you weren't. I got experience from sneaking past them, and now the game basically said, screw you, you're done. You can't do more of that. That is a bit interesting. Alright then, we can go through here. We're gonna have ourselves a fight, don't worry. We're gonna have ourselves a fight down here instead, because I haven't done anything here, so this should be fine. So, right, I'll step into the room. And the moment you enter the room, the door slides closed behind you and locks with a loud click. The scav grins and reaches for his gun, as two of his friends step out from behind some crates. In this wasteland, some men make a living prospecting and scavenging, while other, less scrupulous types turn to robbery and murder. But it's 4 against 3, so... Who is it that begins? It's you up there. So, Jed, why don't you go here? And Chris can be here together with Faith, and then Evans can be over here. Alright then. That's interesting. Don't shoot at... They basically took half my health. They basically killed me in one turn. What? Okay. Alright, Evans, you can... Why would you... For the love of God. 35? Evasion and gadget. You have a gadget, huh? 3944. And that is from evasion and cover. What if you go into here? Okay, you are going to get a reaction shot. That's unfortunate. But now we have a better shot at you. There we go. And I can do nothing else, because all the aimed ones are terribly pricey. Yeah, you need a better gun. Okay, why can't I? Please end the turn. Why can't I end the turn? Okay, you're just gonna stand here then. Close combat, lovely. Oh, right, because I have this probably. Oh, damn it. Faith, why don't we try and... 5? Evasion, attack, cover, range, bloody... Jesus! Why? Oh, and now... So that is... When we did the first fight against the guy in the arena thingamajig, I ran past one of those and nothing happened, but now it does seem as if that is indeed reaction shots. 5 and... How is it just 5? I don't understand. How is it just 5? Base perception skill, I mean, I get that, but like... But what's attack negative 25? Like, what is that? how do I deal with that? No idea. Okay, well, 5% I suppose. You are doing the focused burst as well, so I don't understand, and now I'm dead. What is this? Okay, so you're doing that thing. So this is kind of what I thought then, okay. You throw this and then you can go into melee combat. Wow, we are basically... Am I missing something with... Am I missing something? Because it feels like I'm missing something. Right? So if you go in here... How's it only 5? Super soldier for 3 turns engaged. Okay, so you have a thing. Is that what's going on? We can do 40 with this thing at least. And you have a reaction as well. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, you missed from there, yeah, because now you're trying to shoot in close combat. So, why don't you try and stab this guy? That feels a bit plausible, doesn't it? Yes. So you can whack him a few times, but like, I don't think I understand what's going on here, necessarily. But go into melee combat as well, that at least... Okay, so don't do that. Just... out of range, good. Go here. You should not be able to hit me, but you are anyway. That is nothing I can do anything with. Cool. And Faith goes down. Cool. So you have some sort of a buff, which is why you're doing so well, huh? As for you, you're also going to have to do this. And if you're continuing to be super soldiered up, let's ignore you. But I can't really... Okay, 70%. Sure. Why? How are you reacting every single... I mean, I suppose it's the thing that you have. Okay. I must be not understanding something about fighting. Let's reload again. So clearly I am not getting this. Because like we're not... Are we that terrible? I mean, sure, Faith is only level 2, that's true. But I mean, still? So what choices do I have? Like, is this better for you, for example? Why are you... Right, you're not supposed to compare that. Blackjack is still... Wait. Right, the Blackjack is better, much better. So first of all, switch out to that. We have a not... When did I get... Oh, this is what I got from Horrorgrave. I've never checked it either. Or other... I didn't check it. Rapid fire energy gun designed exclusively for conflict zones that never seem to go out of style. Cheap and easy to use. It's the weapon of choice among resistance fighters and revolutionaries. Now, submachine is what you're good at, right? Submachine... Energy. Oh, it's energy, but you have 24 shots in it. Which is interesting because, yeah, hold on. Unload that. Oh, here we go. I can finally get the gun. I can finally start utilizing this thing. It is damaged. That's true, but 16 to 18 as compared to 11 to 14. But that's kind of nice. We'll store that. Move you here. What was it saving this? Not 100% sure why. But alright. What we were also thinking about was a gear. So this one has better projectile melee energy, bit of AP penalty, and a lot more armor handling, sneak penalty, etc, etc. So, I mean, you're doing fine with armor handling, so you can actually have that. Then we have trooper leg armor, as opposed to your worker boots, so they're better, but again, armor handling way down. That's a little bit less armor handling down. I could do those. Yeah, could do those. Now you're at 0, which I don't know if that's good or not, but it is what it is. That is the same as you have. That is worse. That is more armor handling, more noise, but better energy and projectile. So yeah, get those. These ones have more armor handling as well, but more melee, etc, etc. So you can be even tankier, which is good. So maybe what I ought to do is do a whole bunch of implants. Because that's one thing that I haven't done. And I just can do it, I think. I mean, apart from the fact that we picked up some stuff. We have dexterity, we have disposition, etc, neural resistance, and another perception. You can have 4 implants, and I haven't even, you know, utilized that. So that's the thing we can look into. We have the old firefighter, but if we have that, we can't have anything else. Toxic is better. Accuracy up, thermal vision. I would almost argue that this is better. Resistance optical. Armor handling is 5 though, and with these I don't think it's only -1, so you can't actually replace that right now. Any of these better? Smart glass is no. Scanner, better thermal, but that's fine. So like it feels as if we're fine on the whole weapon and armor front. It feels like I can't do a whole lot more here. So bloody hell. Fighting is tough in this game. I think I'm gonna have to have a think about this. It might be that I do want to just retract my steps and maybe do some implants, make sure that we have what we can in that department, so to speak. And I picked up a few things I can sell as well for more money, that's true. And what else is it that we have? I mean, we have the aggro, but again, that's just melee damage. More AP, however, is nice. It is 2 turns only as well, so you might not want to start with that. The region is, and then the same thing here, 2 turns of regeneration, which is cool, but then you lose strength, condition, dexterity, and perception. And yeah. This is not easy. Either it's not easy or I'm simply missing something, which definitely could be the case, but yeah, okay. Alright then, well, I'm just gonna have a bit of a think about what I want to do here, or what I can do. And we'll come back in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.